Could be manipulating the items in the array. So looking at some of the common methods where we can manipulate the array, and that's going to include the push, shift, pop, and unshift, where we're adding items either to the beginning or to the end of the array. And then there's also the string methods where we can just convert it into a string, or we can use the join method, and that allows us to set a specific character as a separator. And this can also be a set of characters that we want as a separator. And this is just expecting a string value within the join method. Let's go ahead and create an array, and then we'll explore some of the common array methods. So the array can contain some items. I'm just going to add in the first item, and then we'll add in a second item. So our array will consist of 2 items that are currently within the array. So when we output the array into the console, the arrays are going to come with a length property, and then each item from the array is going to have its index value, and that's how you can retrieve the values that are contained within the array. So there's a array push, and array push method allows us to add in a new element at the end. So this is going to be the end push, and we'll just create a new string value with end push. So that adds it to the end of the array. So now with the index value of 2, that's going to be our last item that's going to be in the array. We can also add the contents to the array. So if we want to remove out the first item of the array, and this is also going to have a callback value. So set it value 1, selecting the array, and using shift is going to allow us to remove the first item from the array. So this is going to just return back whatever the first value is. I'll output that into the console, so then you can use that code in your script. And now when we look at the array, because we've removed out the value of Lawrence, it's not in the array anymore. We're back down to 2 items, but for the value of val1 in the right hand side there, we do have a value of Lawrence that's being returned back for val1. So that's what we're getting output into the console. There's also a way to remove out the last item of the array. So the same way that we did the val1, let's do a val2, and using pop is going to remove out whatever the current last item from the array is. And we can output that value into the console as a variable. So what's going to get returned back within val2 is going to be this new item that we added in where we did the push that allowed us to remove out that item. So if we want to add an item to the beginning of the array, so we already saw that if we use push, it adds it to the end of the array. So we select the array, and then to add a new item, we use the unshift method, and this is going to be the start added value. And using unshift has now added that value to the start of the array. So shift removed it from the first item, and unshift added that back in. So if we wanted to, we could unshift whatever the value that we shifted out, and that's going to return back the array to its initial value. And we've added an item to the end, and then we've also removed that item, and that's why currently within the array we've got whatever the current value was within the array. There's also ways to convert arrays to strings. So if you want to output this value of the array and convert it into a string, so let's set up a variable and take the array, and using the toString method, we'll convert the array into a string. And if we console log out the result for string 1, this is going to be a string version of the array. So just comma separates out those values. We can also use join in order to convert it into a string. And the difference between join and toString, it allows us to set a separator. So if we just do a join of the array, that's going to return back the same result as the string, but within the join method, we do have an option where we can do a dash, and this should actually output the result of the string. So if we wanted to, we could do a dash, and that's going to now output the results of the items from the array into a string separated by a dash. And these can be any characters, so you can use the asterisk as well in order to output that value as a string. So these are some of the commonly used methods that you can use in JavaScript. So where shift removes the first, pop removes the last, push adds to end, unshift adds to start. So go ahead and try it out to get more familiar with what you can do with arrays.